want to move your life forward in the most positive way using astrology? Then let's talk about the astrological patterns for October 2014. There's only one word for the month of October, and that is wow. This is a really important month because we have two very volatile eclipses and we have Mercury retrograde. So let's start with Mercury retrograde. It turns retrograde on October 4th in the early degrees of Scorpio. Now it's going to scoot back to the middle part of Libra and then go direct on October 25th. So if you have planets in your horoscope in the early part of Scorpio or in the middle part of Libra, you're going to be affected by this Mercury retrograde. It's nothing to be afraid of. It actually means it's a very powerful time for you. If you don't have planets in that area, just know it's going on, and this is a special time for you to reflect and to redo something. But what's really important here is that Mercury will hit the degree that it turned retrograde on in early November. So what you need to keep in mind is what you start to navigate or think about in the early part of October may actually come to fruition in the early part of November when Mercury hits that degree again. Next, on October 8th, we have a lunar eclipse. That's a full moon in Aries. Now, what makes this so incredibly powerful is that the planet Uranus is involved. The moon will be conjunct Uranus. And we have a grand trine in fire happening at that time too. We have the new moon, and then we have Uranus and Jupiter and Mars, and all those will be making a grand trine. Now, the grand trine is nice, but I'm telling you, with Uranus conjunct the moon and an eclipse, it's kind of volatile. Now, this energy will be incredibly powerful in asserting your need to move something forward. You don't want to have the universe do it for you, right? You know what I'm talking about. You want to make appropriate choices. This new moon is all about new. It's about releasing stagnation and moving forward, addressing your need to take action to make something happen. And then on October 23rd, we have a solar eclipse, new moon at 0 degrees Scorpio. Boy, what a way for the Scorpio sun sign to announce itself, right? With a big gigantic eclipse. The moon in Scorpio tends to be rather passionate and intense. It's a deep feeling time. So when we have that eclipse, it just amplifies it. I'll be talking more about this in my new moon video, but just be aware, again, if you have planets in that early degree of Scorpio, you're going to be affected by this eclipse. And if not, please know that the sign Scorpio is making the entrance with a lot of power. That eclipse is going to have some deep feelings associated with it, and we need to be on guard during that time so that we remain balanced, because Mercury retrograde probably will have stirred some things up for us. So to summarize the astrological patterns for October, we have Mercury retrograde on October 4th, we have the full moon eclipse on the 8th, and the new moon eclipse on the 23rd. It's a very important month. You're probably going to be doing some deep work. Allow it to happen, keep your center, and release what's not working and move forward. Thank you. I'm Kathy Rose.